Most people today live a part of their lives online, sharing moments, posting updates, documenting memories. But then there's another group, people who almost seem invisible on social media. No selfies, no stories, no daily updates. Maybe they have an account, maybe they don't, but either way they choose not to share their life publicly. So what does that say about them? Are they hiding something, or do they simply see the world differently? Let's explore the psychology of people who don't post pictures and videos on social media. Imagine this: you go out with friends. Everyone is taking pictures, recording videos, capturing every moment, but there's always that one person, just sitting there smiling, enjoying the moment without reaching for their phone. For them, the experience itself matters more than documenting it. Psychologically, this reflects something powerful, a stronger presence in the moment. These individuals often have a higher tendency toward mindfulness. Instead of splitting their attention between reality and a screen, they fully immerse themselves in what's happening right now. They're not thinking, how will this look online? They're thinking, how does this feel right now? And that small difference changes everything. Another key trait you'll often find is a reduced need for external validation. Social media runs on validation, likes, comments, shares. Every post becomes a subtle request for approval, but people who don't post much, or at all, often don't rely on that system. Their sense of self-worth comes more from internal sources. They don't need hundreds of likes to feel seen. They don't need comments to feel valued. This doesn't mean they're more confident than everyone else, but it often means their confidence is less dependent on others' opinions, and that makes them emotionally more stable in many situations. Now, here's something interesting. Some people assume that those who don't post are antisocial or introverted, but that's not always true. Yes, many introverts prefer privacy, but even some extroverts choose not to share their lives online. Why? Because they separate their social life from their digital life. They might be incredibly outgoing in real life, but they simply don't feel the need to broadcast it. For them, relationships are something to be lived, not displayed. This brings us to another important psychological factor: privacy. People who avoid posting often place a high value on personal boundaries. They are more aware of how much information they're putting out into the world. They understand that once something is online, it's no longer fully in their control. So they choose to keep their life more private, more protected. It's not about fear, it's about control. They decide what stays personal and what, if anything, becomes public. There's also a deeper layer to this. Some individuals don't post because they are highly selective about how they present themselves. Instead of posting frequently, they prefer meaningful communication in smaller circles: close friends, private chats, real conversations. To them, social media can feel superficial. They might think, why post a highlight when I can share the real story with someone who actually matters? This mindset often leads to stronger, more genuine relationships. Because instead of spreading attention across hundreds of followers, they focus it on a few meaningful connections. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you. People who don't post often experience less social comparison. Social media constantly exposes us to curated lives, perfect vacations, perfect bodies, perfect moments, and even when we know it's not real, it still affects us. But if someone isn't actively participating in that system, they're less likely to compare their life to others. And that can lead to better mental well-being. Less comparison means less pressure. Less pressure means more contentment. However, it's important to understand that not posting doesn't automatically mean someone is happier or more emotionally healthy. Sometimes the reason can be different. Some people avoid posting because of social anxiety. They might overthink everything: what to post, how it will look, what others will think. Even a simple photo can feel like a big decision. What if people judge me? What if no one likes it? What if I look awkward? This fear of judgment can lead them to stay silent online. So in this case, not posting isn't about confidence, it's about self-doubt. And that's an important distinction. There's also another group, people who simply don't find social media meaningful. They might see it as a distraction, something that takes time but gives little value in return. These individuals often focus more on productivity, hobbies, learning, or real-world experiences. For them, time is too valuable to spend curating posts. Instead of asking, "What should I upload today?" they ask, "What should I do today?" And that shift in thinking can lead to a very different lifestyle. Now, let's look at one more subtle but powerful trait. People who don't post much often have a stronger sense of identity. They are less influenced by trends, opinions, and online expectations. Because they're not constantly presenting themselves to an audience, they feel less pressure to fit into a certain image. They don't need to follow trends to stay relevant. They don't need to shape their personality for likes. They simply are who they are, and that authenticity can be incredibly freeing. But here's the truth. There's no single reason why someone avoids posting on social media. For some, it's confidence. For others, it's privacy. For some, it's mindfulness. And for others, it might be fear or anxiety. The behavior looks the same, but the psychology behind it can be completely different. So the next time you notice someone who rarely posts, don't assume they're boring, antisocial, or hiding something. They might just be living their life in a way that doesn't need an audience. In a world where everyone is trying to be seen, choosing not to be seen can be its own kind of power. And maybe, just maybe, the most meaningful moments in life are the ones that never get posted at all. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who prefers living in the moment rather than posting it. Before you leave, here's something interesting. If this video made you think even a little differently, that's your brain craving more insight. So go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe, because this channel is all about understanding the hidden psychology behind human behavior. Drop a comment below and tell me what you think, or suggest a topic. Your curiosity might shape the next video. And share this with someone who loves understanding people, or maybe someone who needs to understand themselves a little better. Now click on the next video on your screen. Your mind will thank you for it.